Hey everybody, it's Frame225 here with another Let's Play / developer commentary. This is another Fire Emblem hack. It's my second entry into the Rage Fest contest, and it was actually the winner of the second Rage Fest contest, if only because the other two contestants were a little, well, in my opinion, they were subpar. Anyway, this one seems to be, like, everyone's favorite submission to come from me personally, which... I'm not sure why. This one it's not bad. In fact, it has a lot of charm to it that I think is missing from Rage Fest nowadays, but I'll get into that later. So we name ourselves. The main character actually takes whatever name you put in, so that's a cool thing. Rage Fest 2011, Rondo of Madness. Now, I'm not sure if Boss Rush was actually made in 2010. I guess I would have to confirm whenever I submitted it to Mark by asking Mark himself. So, the thing about Rondo of Madness is, by this point in my hacking quote-unquote career, I had gotten, reading this just makes me laugh, I'm sorry. I'd gotten a lot more experience with hacking Fire Emblem, and I decided to really put in the effort to make something that would make people kind of, like, giggle a little inside. So, like, I didn't really have any specific plan for what I wanted to do, though. I kind of just threw in whatever came to mind as soon as it came to mind. In fact, the first enemy phase, a thing that happens on the first enemy phase is based on a dream I had. So, yeah. That's why Yogi is here, that's why Theodore is here, that's why you recruit Eagler and Carla and a bunch of other random characters show up. It's all because, like, I thought it would be funny to do something, so I threw it in. That one Ballista Archer, because people remember that one generic archer that shot Lyn with a ballista. Speaking of whom, yeah. He's got some pretty interesting items that you can never get because he's an NPC. So yeah, I basically just made this giant map and started adding things to it, and it wound up being, like, an interesting style for a submission. Most of these villages and houses are actually traps, so you should not go in most of them. There's one that's particularly important, and there's another that's kind of sorta important. All these units are generics. Kinda wasn't interested in, like, giving the player actual characters from Fire Emblem or anything. I'd certainly want to do that nowadays, though. So yeah, Yogi has a Silver Lance, but he doesn't have the rank for it. And this character, Nick, has a Flux Tome, but he doesn't have the rank for it, oddly enough. Did you know Flux was D rank in Fire Emblem? You'd think it would be E rank, but it's not. Anyhow, Nick's particularly interesting because he is a character that was made by, I think his name is Master Soul Warrior, but that's who I got the portrait from, and I just thought, we were buds back then, so I decided to just put him in and make a bunch of jokes related to RNG and stuff. So yeah, in order for him to be useful, you have to actually purchase Jormungand from the shop, which is, again, a poison tome with 1 crit, because we all know 1 crit is very useful. And it gives a lot of weapon EXP, so that's actually good. You can get him up to D rank rather quickly. Now, about the sniper, Theodore has a stupidly long-ranged weapon. The stats are practically disguised, which was not intentional, but I'll take it. So it has 15 range, and that extends all the way to this playing tile here. Now, I wanted to make it so that the sniper was impossible to rescue, so that you couldn't, like, save him or anything. But it turns out that the troubadour can rescue him, even though his constitution... You saw that the sniper's constitution was, like, 30 or something. But even though your troubadour's 8 is only 20, you can pick him up. But if you take him and drop him, he's still in range, so there's really no way to save the sniper unless you sacrifice one of the troubadours, which is what I'm going to do, actually. It turns out that it's more useful to do that. Oh, and you can also seize your own castle. And all it does is make a merchant tent spawn. It just makes Merlin a spawn. It's not very helpful. It looks like it protects that village, but you'll see that that's not really an issue. So yeah, here it comes. That's 825 damage, by the way. I don't think you can get any higher than that. Actually, Theodore's magic is only like... It's only like 20, so maybe... So now that the sniper has been saved, he will actually fight for us, but he's a bit reckless, so you should keep the troubadour nearby in order to pick him up if he gets in danger. But making use of him is actually pretty good, which is something I didn't actually intend for, but somebody figured out that you could rescue the sniper, so yeah. Alright, so this village here is actually pretty important. Let me just check. Yeah, nobody's on the forts. Make sure nobody is on the forts before you visit this village, and hey, it's Eagler! Who is a Night Lord for some reason. No, seriously, he's a Night Lord. Why did I make him a Night Lord? Well, like I said, I just came up with these things and threw them in as I came up with them. If it sounds weird, then that's the idea. It's kind of something that you don't see a lot of in Ragefest nowadays. Ragefest is a lot less random than it used to be. I think kind of just throwing in these random like little jokes is something that I would like to try again. But as I'm sure you know, my Ragefest submissions have gotten more logical, which may not be a good thing. So these female mercenaries, that's what they are. They have moon swords, which pierce enemy defense. It's like the Luna spell. So that's actually really good. And I'm getting emulator lag, which is not good. And these fighters spawn, they're just fighters, but, you know, the more the merrier, am I right? We need to break through these knights. They have silver lances and javelins. Yeah, why not? I'll take the risk. Yeah, it works. So there you go. So we'll just be moving along and defeating the enemies until we make it to the castle. The chapter concept is, unsurprisingly, a bit of a Fire Emblem 4 homage, which kind of already exists in Fire Emblem 7. Like, if you get to this one chapter in Hector mode, it's like, yeah. So I'm pretty sure most of the other houses are traps. Like, even the regular houses have little things in them that spawn enemies. And that was a very lucky critical hit. And the poison from the Jormungand tome is helpful because it leaves the enemy conveniently with only one hit point. Or it leaves the knights with conveniently only one hit point. Ah, I didn't get Devil Reversaled. So that's 2 so far. I might as well kill this enemy for the EXP. None of these soldiers are all that useful, like, once you start getting some of the bigger characters. But you use what you're given, as they say. Now, who says that, actually? I don't really know if anyone says that. Alright, so we'll just keep moving along. I guess I'll drop the sniper now and let him get in a couple of hits here and there. One of them still is a moon sword, so I'll keep that one moving. I want to keep a couple of units near here for reasons later on. There's no real hint that you need to leave anybody there, but... you know, it would be helpful if you did. Oh, that stinks. Character death doesn't really matter. Again, you just don't want to lose any of the important characters until they're no longer needed. Also, a fun bit of trivia about that Pegasus Knight down there. That Pegasus Knight has the AI that allows bandits to destroy villages. Yeah, it's an AI thing instead of a, another crit. It's an AI thing instead of, an ability that you set for the character. So yeah, that Pegasus Knight can actually destroy villages, but, you know, I actually goofed when I made these villages so they can never actually be destroyed. They're indestructible due to a goof by me. Because I don't think the community really knew how to make villages destroyable in the first place anyways. But that's really, like... I guess I should have just not made it possible for the AI to destroy villages in that case. But, you know, I'm trying to, like, troll the player here a whole lot. So, like, everything that I try to do with this chapter is based around trolling. Wait a minute. Oh. Uh-oh. Wow, I made a mistake. I made a pretty bad mistake. I gave the dead troubadour all of the healing staves. Well, I know no end of misfortune. Well, it shouldn't matter too much in the long run. It's not like... There's not really anything that could murder me that much. Still, you know, making a mistake like that, that's not good. Need a nap, I guess. Alright, let's get you... Where do I want you? Here's fine, I guess. Oh yeah, if you visit this village... Captain F, he says. So yeah, this is Dart. He's got nothing but a chest key. But he can cross the water, so that's very helpful. We'll need to pick you up because right around this time... Yeah. Carla shows up, and you recruit her the same way you recruited Ira in Fire Emblem 4. Sees the castle behind her, then talk to her. And this is not going to be good, actually. Okay, she'll never get hit here. This music is also from Fire Emblem 4. I didn't mention the music yet, but the player phase theme is Andy's theme from Advance Wars, and the enemy phase theme is Hawk's theme from Advance Wars, and that fight theme you heard just now was something from Fire Emblem 4. Whatever the theme was, whatever the theme was that you get when you attack somebody that you're supposed to recruit. Anyway, if you go into this village, you get a Firestone, which is should be a huge red flag to you that you're going to get a Manakete in this chapter. Because remember back in Fire Emblem 1, and I think 3 as well, where when you got the Manakete, he had no Firestone, so you had to search for his, or actually you would have found it by that point, so you just had to give it to him. Right, so that's why I picked up the sniper. He actually has a fair shot at killing Carla. Right, so we just have to hope that Carla doesn't decide to do anything silly. The Slim Sword makes it possible to... Well, this guy's not going to survive her attack. Something tells me I should be giving all of those hand axes and stuff to people that can actually use them, but I don't know anyone who can. Alright, so Eric is the boss for no other reason than because I can. If I get 2 lucky hits, that would be pretty good. That's 1. Oh, and a crit! Wow! I'm so cool. And you know what? I actually don't remember ever getting the Silver Blade. I don't remember anyone getting the Silver Blade in any of the testing I've done for this game. So that's really cool, actually. We just have to make sure Carla survives a couple more turns. And I should probably do something about the fact that my characters are low on health and everything. Oh, and Dart's not in the line of fire, is he? He is not. That's good. Maybe I could draw these away. Oh. Has that pirate been attacking the village? I don't think she has. Alright, so let's just keep it moving a little bit here. Already 15 minutes in, and I haven't gotten to the first castle yet. Alright, so let's move you here and seize. Something illegal. And of course, don't kill Carla. I'm not sure I should say anything during these cutscenes, to be honest. Anyhow, now you've got shamans to deal with, and Sain's here. Yeah, you talk to him with Carla. Oh, by the way, the save state item does nothing. It's just like an indicator to Marky Joe that he's allowed to make a save state. And oh boy, am I glad I decided to make that save state, because Camtasia lost the recording for some reason. Like, not all of it, just part of it. I don't know how that happened. It's been happening lately. Has something to do with the emulator lag, I think. Okay, so quick recap. Taking the first castle causes shamans to appear. Wallace moves over here, allowing you to continue. And Sain appears. He is recruitable by Carla, but you should not do this, because Carla will betray you if you do it. I guess I should show why at some point. But anyways, let's move. I gotta be careful about this. Well, first of all, I think what I will do is give the Orion's Bolt that our new female archer was carrying to 313, who just joined us, and use it to promote him, because he's really good in this upcoming section. As good as an archer can be, I suppose. So we'll just leave these guys as they are, and I think I will... What should I do here? I am going to drop my sniper right there. Why am I going to put him there, you ask? Because well, this is not one of the traps that I'm proud of, per se. But I made an enemy ambush spawn on that fort, and you will never realize it, because the enemy is invisible. It's an invisible assassin. Let it be known that if you steal bad ideas from other ROM hacks instead of the good ones, yeah, you're a doof. And these guys can use the silencer skill. I don't think they can't, because they can, and they will. A lot. Luckily, our sniper friend will help us deal with them. There are plenty of ways you can deal with them. Although it does require just a little bit of luck. Let's see, will this do it? No, but it does. It almost does. Maybe we can use the ballista. Yeah, we can! Ballistas are nice. We need more ballisticians in Fire Emblem. They tried it for like one game and then never... Well, 2 games, I think. So yeah, talk with the main character after taking the first castle to recruit Carla. That is a yes. Blue paint, it's a joke I stole. All I am capable of doing is stealing jokes. So we will use the hero crest to promote Carla. And I just noticed that Fire Emblem 7 doesn't have a female Myrmidon sprite, probably because there's no playable female Myrmidons. But there are also no female shamans, so there's no female shaman animation. Both of which were in Fire Emblem 6 and female Myrmidon. Well, there was a female Myrmidon in Fire Emblem 8. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. Trade the good items onto the people who won't die at being tapped like one time. So we will continue carrying over our sniper while our other units go to work on the pirates, because I'm sick of watching them flail helplessly at that tent. And you know what? I'm gonna just give all of Dart's items to that mage, because Dart's not gonna do anything unless we have an axe, and we don't have any axes. Alright, so that's going well. And let's see. 313 is actually really good at taking out these shamans if he equips a longbow or something. And we just wait there because they'll all... well, this one's going to try and hit him in direct combat. But the others are going to... maybe they'll go after our little green sniper here. So let's continue working on... let's try and not actually hit them. My luck is just beautiful lately. Can't really explain it. It's just, you know, I have such good luck in this game. Anyhow, our characters need some healing. I didn't give you any vulneraries, so I should probably go and do that. He's one of my best sword users. Keep moving towards the pirates. And I don't think I said this already, but even if they manage to... oh yeah, there's also this. So yeah, I'm basically admitting to stealing another prank, because now you get to watch those swordmasters flail their weapons against the generals. They can't do any damage, but they can certainly get criticals. You have to sit through this every turn, all while emulator lag makes it even worse for me, personally. Oh, so you can't dodge whatever that was, but you can dodge the Pegasus Knight. That's nice. Oh yeah, now I've got the sound bug, so that's even worse. Let's, I suppose we could just, kill them. Doo-doo-doo. I suppose we'll just run right over all of these enemies. Because what's Sain gonna do to us? He's sane. Or he's insane, rather, if you'd like to make the most cliche pun of all time. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Yes, that's what I'm doing. Okay, so I have a particular use in mind for the Cavalier, so I would prefer not to lose him. Let's get rid of you. Seriously, a steel lance? I guess it was a steal at the shop. Yeah, I'm gonna stop that right now. Female mercenaries have never had animations, so it makes sense that they would, like, not have a battle animation at all. But why even include the class? There's never been a female mercenary in all of Fire Emblem. Well, there was a female hero, but still. Okay, so that's dealt with. And, you know what? I think I'll make a save state just so I can show the conversation between Carla and Sain, even though I'm not going to go through with this. The sound bug is making this even worse. And just in case you thought of killing her with Sain, she's got a Lance Reaver now. You know what? That was woefully generic. Even if it was kind of funny at the end. So, see ya, Sain! Yeah.